Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gamble with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's video I'd like to take a look at Netflix. Now, to some degree, this pattern may seem very obvious and simple, which is kind of what I like, to be honest with you. I do think that you've got to be a little bit careful here with Netflix, but there is a huge move that is setting up in this underlying. Now, anytime you say that, it's all too easy to jump out the next day and think, okay, I'm going to buy it right here and it's going to break out to new highs. Please don't think that way. Acknowledge that for this pattern to move or for it to work out, I'm basing my setup off the idea that we need to hold this low. If you'd like to be a little more protective of it, you do have an ascending trend that also should very much hold up, but give yourself some wiggle room to work that inside of that. As long as we have that understanding, I think this is something that will do very well for you over the course of the next, let's call it 3 months. And looking at our previous swing high to swing low, you can see that it's got a really nice confluence at 140. And then I think 150 is a good psychological area to look for your targets. Now, if you're looking for something that maybe is a little bit faster or more short-term work, then we can remove this weekly analysis and drop into what I'm focusing on here with the 78. Now, admittedly, we do have a lot of economic data and everything else that's due out this week, and that could throw a wrench into things. But as the pattern sits right here, and if we come in to add some of the drawings that we have been working in the chat room this week, you had really nice support back in here on this 122 level, and I think we are set to break out into 127 and then 129 after that. So based off these levels, based off the fact that this chart has triggered and has a squeeze behind it, I think it's an opportunity to have a long-term outlook for it, to also have a shorter-term outlook if you're looking for a little bit faster way to grow the account. Obviously this will imply a little bit more risk, but I think a directional call, selling a put credit spread, or even looking at a butterfly where you center the body up here around 129 are all ways to make money with that here over the course of the next, let's call it 7 to 14 days. So that's one of my favorite tickers at the moment. I'm going to be spending a lot of time focusing on it in the days ahead, and if you'd like to find more setups similar to this, John is going to be doing a webinar tonight. It's going to be Tuesday, December 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. He's going to find stocks that are bucking the trend of the general market internals to help you time these types of entries off of very specific levels, and also how to do it with multiple account sizes. So I think it'll be helpful, and if you'd like to check it out, we'll redirect you to a link to sign up for it, and I hope to see you there.